Some good news there for farmers and investors as well. Kenya's corporate scene is definitely one of the key areas that have been marked for job creation in the economy. But in as much as the corporate sector has experienced growth as homegrown companies expand and multinationals set in, focus is now shifting towards finding quality talent to work in these companies. KTN's Charles Gitonga now takes us through the Kenya Human Capital Trends Report launched earlier today by Deloitte East Africa.
Over the last decade, the Kenyan economy has witnessed entry of global corporations and the rise of homegrown companies. This growth has seen the demand for skilled manpower rise. The Kenya Human Capital Trends 2015 report by Deloitte indicates that even though jobs have been created, corporates are still struggling to find fitting candidates for these opportunities.
That are really struggling to source the talent that they need, particularly for their new startup operations when they're moving across border. That's why I was referencing in my presentation that in a way it actually places, we're exporting Kenyan talent to be able to drive those new operations and get those operations up and running. But what that does to us is it also depletes our own local talent supply.
Whereas the assumption would be that shortage is being experienced in low-level career vacancies, the report indicates that human resource is most scarce at the top of the pyramid.
Where we're particularly seeing the shortages coming in is around senior management, particularly at that level, and middle management. So it's having the right leadership in place to be able to establish the operations that we need in order to help them to hit the floor running.
Some of the sectors where shortage in human capital is being experienced include the nascent industries such as oil and gas and highly specialized fields across the economy. Most corporates are now shifting focus towards culture and improvement in employee engagement, establishing leadership at all levels of the company and facilitating learning and development of their employees' careers so as to retain talent.
Culture and engagement is the #1 trend. 93% of our HR and business leaders highlighted that as their most important challenge that the organization has to face. So that is definitely the most pressing issue.
Experts at Deloitte say the genesis of human capital shortage is multifaceted, but among the origins is an educational setup that does not properly equip individuals to hit the ground running at the workplace. Charles Gitonga, KTN Business.